So we're just talking about how tomorrow we have this amazing opportunity through the eclipse, and the Venus heart gateway is finally opening. So I've been on this journey for 2 years. In fact, I actually bought in Glastonbury some very special Venus incense, which I'll have on the altar in the workshop tomorrow night. And I've got my big Venus crystal skull. There's a big rose quartz Venus starbeam skull in the shop now, ready for this moment. So I'll put her on the altar as well. But yeah, so Taurus. Oh, well, there you go, Sonia. Isn't that interesting? Facebook didn't notify the last one. I did think there wasn't many people coming on, but I don't normally come on this early, but I've got an S&P meeting tonight. It's the first one that's been in person. So since I've moved the area, it's just been Zoom calls, and I seem to miss them. So I thought if I physically go, I'll meet some new people, which is always good when you move to a new area. But it just means I can't come on live because, of course, this is the dragon that we are working with tonight in the Dragon Skull healing. Now, Multanta has only offered one group skull healing before. She's a very special dragon made of blossom jade. And so, oh, that's good, Caroline. So Multanta's healing is at 9 o'clock tonight. And normally I would go live in the evening. So I'll talk about the dragon healing tonight and maybe give you a quick blast of the energy. So what I'm trying to say is we've got this opportunity tomorrow night. It'll speak to those that are ready for it to speak to them. I always get told whether a course is going to have a lot of people on it or not so many, because they know who's ready for what we're about to encounter. I don't always know what we're about to encounter, but I've been on this Venus path for 2 years. 2 years of really clearing deep heart trauma from past lives, ancestral trauma. And, oh, Violet, that is great. Of course, you're in Australia. You're up. You're still up at 1 a.m. Anyway, so yeah, clearing out all this heart trauma. And then I got notified. In fact, I wasn't really going to talk about this, but I'll sort it out on the computer for you. I got told when I was in Glastonbury last month. I was at Chalice Well, I was meditating, then had to go up the Tor to work with the dragons because the ley lines were all choked. And then we went into, this was over a couple of days, my friend Alison and I went into the Goddess Temple, which is an amazing place. If you've not been to Glastonbury, visiting the Goddess Temple. It's usually open about 12 till 4 p.m. It's not open all day. It's manned by Melissas, Melissas are like the goddesses who look after the temple. Anyway, so I was meditating and I was told, I just didn't think it was going to happen so soon, that we were going to go on this big Venus journey. So I went to Glastonbury, to Star Child. I got the Venus incense. I should have had it here to show you, but I don't. If you don't know about the Star Child incenses, they're in little tubs, and then you mix them up on the charcoal, and I'll have that. I don't normally have it burning on the altars at the workshops, but I'll have that burning for this Venus gateway that's opening. And so we've got Mother Earth, finally got Mother Earth. And Julia, I'll come back to you. I've got a message for you in a minute. We're on Mother Earth. We're finally in an Earth sign. Okay, so we've got the female Earth heart energies coming through. And then Taurus is overseen by the planet Venus. And, well, it was actually a man, Melissa, last time, who did it for me, Caroline. This is the first time I had my incense dowsing around by a man in the Goddess Temple. No, I have seen a man, Melissa, before, but yeah, in the Goddess Temple. But a male, maybe we should say. So Venus, planet of love, planet of the heart, and a lot of us are here on Earth because we have been willing to go on this. It is a difficult journey to unlock your heart gateway to Venus. It's not easy, and that is why I've been told there won't be many people on this course. It's going to be really high vibration. It's really the 7th dimensional aspect, opening up. So have a read about it, because even if you're not ready to come at this point on your journey to go on this path of the Venus heart. I'm slightly apprehensive as well because I know what happens when you agree to go on these journeys, but it'll be beautiful, wonderful, exciting, and a big upgrade. The last time I sort of did something like that, we ended up a week later buying this house and moving 4 hours northwest to the magical Celtic lands of Dalriada. And I just was saying to Ringus today in the Bluebell Woods, oh, I'm so glad we moved. I just love our house. I love the area. I love everything about it. So, you know, sometimes you just have to take these leaps. And so the new moon is occurring tomorrow in the UK at 4:53. So we'll be doing the course 2 and a bit hours later. We're going to enter this Venus Heart Galactic Gateway. So if you've had this lifetime where you are struggling, yeah, Caroline, I feel you've been on this journey for sure with everything that you've had to go through. And it's been very, very, you know, it's been very challenging for you. And I've, you know, it's brilliant it's starting to come out the other side of it. You know, and you've been following me for a long time as well. I think a lot of people who've been following me have been actually preparing. We were doing all this work at Roslyn with the Mary Magdalene line and healing everything there when we were over there. But actually, we are really preparing for this Venus Gateway. So I just want to read you what the Venus Star Beings are saying, and then I'm going to give you a quick blast of an attunement with this beautiful dragon. So many starseeds and souls on the spiritual ascension path have actually chosen to experience the Venus Heart Gateway entry on this incarnation. Okay, so this gateway was only able to open after the eclipse portal. We've just come through April-May eclipse. And the Taurian energies are helping us explore the path because this is what I was talking to you about. The Venus Heart Gateway enables us further in our movement to synth dimensional consciousness, as we can now explore the heart path to unravel the mystery of this sacred place within the universe. The Venus Heart Galactic Gateway is an energetic doorway that can only be accessed when your soul is ready and has completed earlier stages of ascension in this and past incarnations. So if you're listening to this call, you're likely ready because you just wouldn't have seen it, you know. If you're like, what are you doing here? That's just how these gateways open. I've got sort of, you know, customers who are with me for years and they'll be like, oh, I missed that. Why did I miss that? And it's like, well, maybe you just weren't ready. And then others who are like, oh, I've not done something for a while, or oh, I'm just really drawn to this, or this is my first time. And that is often because, you know, their guides have called them. The collective humanity had to wait until the Venus beings were ready to accept humanity on this path of heart advancement, releasing their knowledge. In this channeled workshop, it offers those souls who are ready for this next stage of evolution the opportunity to embark on the exploration of what their heart is capable of feeling and experiencing in third dimensional form. The aim is for you to feel more deeply, experience greater inner heart contentment and bliss beyond what has been capable in human form before. So, as I showed in the first video, rose quartz is a great ally for you tomorrow if you're unable to get out into nature, watch the birds in the garden, or just be standing under a tree. Then, you know, use your crystals. Sheena, I realised I was woken up for a reason. I've never been on Facebook at this hour. Oh my goodness. Violet, sorry. You have so many names, but I am so happy that you woke up at 1:30 a.m. to experience this. And so, yeah, I think you're being called. So you're going to gain greater understanding your ability to love yourself unconditionally without judgment and to heal with greater ease. That is what I'm looking forward to. I feel I've been on this sort of ME, chronic fatigue. I don't like to label my body pain, fibromyalgia, this like toxic release, physical toxin release journey for so long, and it really has been so painful this week. I've been trying to do so much detoxing. I've been trying to clear out so many beliefs. And do you know, my husband's a homeopathic doctor and he ran me on his machine today because I was struggling. As I say, I couldn't start work till 4:30. And boa constrictor came up. So he got his snake book. Where is his homeopathic snake book? I don't know. He's so tidy, Ringus. Unlike me, he tidies everything away. I would still have had that lying out, but he doesn't. He's the opposite of me. I'm a messy Capricorn. He's a tidy Aquarius. That doesn't. We swapped over that bit. But boa constrictor, he read it all out to me, and I was like, oh wow, my mother was my boa constrictor, and therefore I have grown up being squashed by a boa constrictor, and I've then taken on all this stuff, which is the conditionings of boa constrictor. It's fascinating. And then he gave me the remedy, and here I am able to be on live with you. I was lying in bed. You know, it really has worked well. Yeah, there has been big solar flares the last few days as well, Caroline, which is what I put yesterday down to, and the pain. But actually, these are happening because the gateway is opening. This is why the sun's chronally mass ejecting for this gateway. But you know, it is an opportunity to dissolve away all into the path of love, and I am so ready for that. I am so ready to let my heart lead the path now, even to the point if that is to leave Earth. You know, I am so committed to my ascension, and I realise that, you know, because I'm going to Arcturus, then I'm going to Venus next. I've already been told this. Arcturus is sort of like my home star. I'll go back there, get a debriefing, and then I'm off to Venus. I'm so ready for that. I would miss Aurelius and Oriole, but you know, obviously, if this was a reality, I'd be in a different position to talking about fantasy at the moment. But you know, who knows? We never know what the next stage is for us. It's all about not being in resistance to it, you know. Ultimately, this is a journey through the gateway your soul will have to embark at some point in your evolution. You have the opportunity to begin this now. This is what the Venus star beings have said. And of course, you know how the courses I run work. We'll get our channel meditation to connect into the new moon. We will have that beautiful energy joining the circle, calling everybody's names and energies in, working with sound healing. Then I'll bring through a channeling from them. And then we'll do our new moon wishes, have our ascension sphere attunement to them, and then we'll go up in the spaceship with them. I don't even know what's happening. Normally it's a star race who collects us in the spaceship, but we'll just see what they want to do, how we get there. We just don't know. And it's all about us really surrendering. And they said this is a place that no words can describe. So I'm just really excited. And of course, Aringus will finish it off with offering you the beautiful gong bath with the new moon energies that you can listen to for this moon cycle, with it's either the universal gong or the lotus gong. He's got two. He hasn't decided which. So, you know, that's all happening tomorrow night, 7 till 9 p.m. And, you know, if you feel the call, if you feel you're ready for this heart experience, then I really am looking forward to take you on this journey and facilitating. And of course, you can use the chat box to communicate with me. But tonight we're preparing for it, really. We're working with our Thursday healing on harnessing the spring vitality to give us energy to get us through this gateway, really. So I'm sat here, I'm looking out at the Atlantic oak forest. It's raining because we're in the temperate rainforest, hasn't rained for a while. And it's so beautiful to look at the trees. I'll see if I can turn it round, because we've only seen them when they've not been in leaf since we've moved. And I'm looking out onto the Atlantic oak forest and the beautiful shades. But it's this whole energy. It's such an ancient forest. And this is one of the few places in the world that has temperate rainforests. So it's really rare habitat for birds and for animals and insects that you don't get in other parts of the world, and you don't get in other parts of Scotland. So I really feel this vitality coming in from the land, from the rainforest, and you know, that is catapulting us to this next stage, because so many of us are not actually connected with vital life force energy. It's why I do my qigong every day, to try and connect to that. But you know, the energies, we can just harness it no matter where we are in the world. No matter if you're in Australia and you're like, oh, it's getting into autumn, you can harness the vital energies from our northern spring to get you through your winter. I often do my spring meditations in autumn because I used to suffer from SAD syndrome. And you know, we're taking the vitamin D and we're doing the spring energy, the Beltane codes, turning it around, because of course when it's your Beltane, it's our autumn. I am not getting the symptoms anymore because I'm harnessing that vitality around the world from doing it. So it's a slightly longer one. It's a 75-minute one tonight because she wants us to connect with the vital life force of spring in the northern hemisphere. So those who are in the southern hemisphere, you will get that boost. The next 20 minutes, she's going to work on clearing any lower frequencies, past life issues, ancestral patterning, and this lifetime conditioning that's fully blocking your vitality, your energy. The next 20 minutes, we're going to work on physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual vitality to realign any bodies to any organs or parts of your body to this vital health state of being. And then the last 15 minutes is going to assist you in bringing in more vitality in the areas of life you want to focus on and positive intentions to increase your life force. It's really going to help us all have the energy to get through this Venus gateway. So here she is. As I say, it's just her second group attunement. She's been with me for over a year, Multanta. This is her time of year, Jade. She's green jade, blossom jade. So rarer type of jade. And yeah, just tune in. See what's needed. Alanta, I need to send you a picture of your crystal. I've unpacked it now. See if you like it, because I've put a whole pile of other ones up. You might be like, I like that one better. But yeah, so let's connect in with her. Just taking a breath just now. Let's give just a precursor to the healing tonight. Just to give us some energy balance. She's also said she's opening a doorway to the natural realms tonight. Those who want to connect with fairy and nature spirit energies, plant communicators. It's time to open your hearts through the love codes of the land. This is what revitalizes you. This is what shifts your depressive moods. This is what helps you feel more worthy. This is what helps you love yourself more wholly. This is what helps you heal. I am a healing dragon, and I send love to you all. Oh, wonderful. Well, you've met her now. So those who are coming to the healing tonight, it's an energy transfer, so she's not physically live, but everybody who does the group healings really feels I'm connecting in. And feel it next day as well, the difference of the shifts. So I hope you've enjoyed meeting her. Come along this evening. There are lots of new crystal skulls in the shop, pretty much all under £100, so it's the smaller skulls going up. So check them out. Some of you have been waiting for the smaller skulls. Yeah, anything to lift the chi. So I need to go because I have to have my dinner, and then I've got my Qigong class at 6 o'clock tonight. Then I have to go to my meeting, and then I'll be back to set up for the beautiful healing. And do come along tomorrow night as well. If you feel the call, please get in touch if you feel you're ready for this. The bookings on elementalbeings.co.uk is all my bookings are. And I wish you all a blessed new moon. Feel free to share the video if you like as well. I know I'm a bit earlier than usual. I'll try and reshare it when in normal time. But I'm so grateful that, Violet, you could do it because I did it a bit earlier. And I also think somebody else in Australia came on. Who was that? Jennifer! You've made it as well. You're in Australia. So, yeah, hopefully I'm going to feel better after this and I can start the next stage of my work, which is the one-to-one sessions. But just really need to be in a good place for doing that. And I think getting through this gateway is... don't even know what I'm going to have to go and cook it. I don't even know what we're going to have. Although I hear Angus banging around in the kitchen, so hopefully he's making dinner. And yeah, I'll see you all later. Thanks for coming. Bye. Oh yeah, I was going to show you the rainforest, wasn't I? Right, let's